Hey guys, it's Matt here, and today we're going to talk about EPC. First of all, what the heck is EPC? Well, EPC stands for earnings per click. And honestly, it's the only metric that matters to your affiliates. They don't technically care about conversion rate, although that's going to play into things. They don't care about what your opt-in rate is or what your rate from your conversion rate from opt-in to sale is. They don't really care. They care about, if I send X number of clicks, how much money should I expect to make on average? So how do you calculate EPC? Well, it's very simple. It's commissions divided by clicks, CO divided by CL. That's really what it boils down to. Super easy. In other words, if you make $1,000 in commissions and you sent 100 clicks, well, your EPC is $10. There's your EPC. Super easy to figure out, really. But if you don't have affiliates yet, you do have to do just a little bit of math. It's not complicated though. So let's just say that you've had an internal, you've got your internal list, say 5,000 people, whatever number it is, doesn't really matter what the number is. And then you've been also running some cold Facebook ads to a fairly targeted, but not hyper targeted audience. In other words, really kind of depends on what your niche is. If say you're doing a goal setting course like Michael Hyatt, well, your audience is going to be bigger. If you're doing a course, say specifically for published authors on how to get speaking gigs, I mean, we're talking like less than 25,000 people probably on Facebook is my guess, in terms of who would be a good audience for that. So it kind of depends when you do this on where the numbers go. But here's the formula we use for coming up with anticipated EPC for affiliates if you literally don't have any affiliates so far. So what we'll do is we'll take this internal traffic, which is I, and we're basically just going to take your, let's just say you have 1,000 hits to your initial opt-in page. You got 1,000 hits to your opt-in page. We'll say that 500 of those convert into an opt-in. From there, we'll say that 20 convert into a sale. So now that gives us, if I'm not mistaken, that equals a, oh, that smeared really bad. That equals a 2% from click to conversion, from click to conversion into a sale, those 20. So if the product, again, I'm going to use round numbers. Most internet marketing products are going to be like $497, $997. I'm just going to say it's a $1,000 product, and you're paying a 40% commission in nice round numbers. So you make $400 per sale. We'll literally take that 400 in this example, take the 400 times 20, that's $8,000. So we made 8,000 in commissions divided by 1,000. So if I were an affiliate in this example, I would be doing about an $8 EPC. I'm going to tell you a little bit like what's good, what's bad, what to be looking for. So that's your internal traffic. I'm going to run out of space here, and I don't have my my wipe to wash this down actually. But now come over here, and we'll do our cold traffic, and we're going to run through this same formula. So just so you'll know, it's the exact same formula. How many clicks? How many opt-ins? You don't really technically need to use that for calculating EPC. It's just good to know. How many sales, the dollars per sale, what you would have paid in a commission, and then do the math on that real quick. But what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to inflate the cold traffic number just a little bit, because cold traffic will not convert quite as well as affiliate traffic, just as your affiliate traffic will not convert quite as well as your internal traffic. So we're actually going to inflate this by a factor of 1.2. That's what we're going to do. Now, you technically, if you wanted to get it accurate, you would inflate it by a factor of about 1.4 and multiply this by a factor of 0.8, but that complicates things. So we just factor this by a factor of 1.2. So your formula, ultimately, if you want to come up with EPC, and this has been true across every client we've ever worked with the exception of one, I won't get into the long version of why that is, but the short version is he, as I mentioned earlier, was using very hyper-targeted Facebook ads. So his Facebook ads actually converted slightly better than affiliate traffic. He's been the only one that this formula has not been accurate literally within cents. We're talking, $5.82 EPC is what we would guess, and it ended up being $5.87, $5.64. This is a very accurate formula. So you basically take your internal EPC times, this feels like high school, right? I don't know about you, times 1.2, and then divide that by 2. If I'm doing this mathematically correct, I think it looks like that. So what that is your internal EPC times your cold traffic times your cold traffic EPC times 1.2 divided by 2. So in this example, this spit out an $8 EPC. Let's just say that your cold traffic EPC was 6. I believe 6 times 1.2 is 7.2. So it'd be 15.2 divided by 2, which would equal, if I'm not mistaken, 7.6 is your EPC. $7.60 would be what I would be confident in telling an affiliate, the average affiliate will have an EPC. And here's what you're going to find. When you do one affiliate, when you start off like we suggest and work with just one affiliate, their EPC could be $9. It could be $11.50. It could be $4. It could be so vastly different from this number here. It could be all over the place. I'm going to move over here so you guys can see some of that math there. But that EPC for that one affiliate could be vastly different than what this number is pointing out. But when you do it on a macro level, you'll find that it's very accurate. And that's what we're looking for. We're looking for a reasonable guess. You do enough traffic, you do enough internal launch, you want to be able to say with confidence, we expect that you'll do around a $7.60 EPC. That's what we've been experiencing with our ads and with our internal launches. And we're confident in that number. So again, when you do it on a initial level, you could have people all over the place. We've had launches where within the top 10, we had EPCs of $17 down to $3 in the same launch amongst people in the top 10. So it can be crazy. So the question, of course, that you might be thinking is, well, what's a good EPC? And the answer is very much that it depends. It depends on the niche. It depends on your audience. If you're promoting it, depends on who your affiliates are. If you're running the program, it really does depend. I have found that a good target is $5. A good target is $5. Does that mean that if you're at $4.10, you have no hope? Of course not. Doesn't mean that. Does it mean that if you're at $15 that's necessarily going to continue? No, it doesn't. It might, and I hope it does for your sake. And it doesn't necessarily mean if you're $15 that you're going to get all the world's affiliates, because it still might not be a good fit for you. So my suggestion is, if you're looking for affiliate programs, look for those ones around 5 or higher if you can, but certainly don't rule out something if it's even as low as $3. You think about it, you send 100 clicks, you could make $300, and yours might be higher. If something's a good fit for you, if a program has affiliates that are all over the place, but you're really honed in, you could be 3, 4, 5 times the average EPC. You could drag their EPC way up. And if you're running a program, you've got your thing, and you do this math, and you're coming up with 375, don't be discouraged. That doesn't mean that, my first suggestion would be to try to optimize it. You want to get that number higher. Optimize your funnel, optimize everything you can. Your initial landing page, we look through here, 500 opt-ins. Why this is relevant is if that number is only 300, then that's where you want to do work. If you're converting people from opt-in to sale, but you're just not converting them from click to opt-in, here's your area of focus. So get to work on optimizing things, but don't be discouraged about possibly bringing on 1 or 2 early affiliate partners, to get things going. Now, when you work with those initial affiliates, let me explain one more thing here. You work with those initial ones, they're going to be more hyper-targeted. Those are going to be the people who this is a perfect fit for. And it's going to be higher than this number. More than likely, going to be higher than that number. You're going to have, $7.60 is our EPC here. You're probably going to be working with partners whose EPC is $9, $10, $12, $15. I would still, when I'm reaching out to people, use this number, because the worst possible thing that can happen is not that you won't get an affiliate because your EPC is too low. It's that you will get them, you will not hit expectations, you might miss them by a mile, and word is going to spread. We are in the internet marketing community especially, you may think this is big and there are tens of thousands of people doing what we do. It's actually a very small community. Thousands of people, not hundreds of thousands. Very small community, and we talk. So I can promise you, if you do something that really ticks off somebody that I'm friends with, I'm going to hear about it. Now, we'll see where that goes, but I'm saying try not to do that. So I would rather still share this number initially and not get somebody right now than get them and then they get we say, oh, our first 2 people had $11 EPCs and they only get $7.20. And they're like, what the crap? I thought you said $11. Here's the thing. You tell them $7.60 and they get $7.20, no big deal. You're off by 40 cents. They're not going to be mad at you. Now, over time, you work with 10, 20, 30, 50 partners, and you're looking at this, and this number was telling you $7.60, and it's actually more like 9. Well, then share the 9 number. Share the 9 number then. So, guys, I hope this teaches you kind of what EPC is, why it's important, how you can use it, and also how to find it, how to even come up with an expected affiliate EPC long before you even have affiliates. Guys, I'm Matt McWilliams from mattmcwilliams.com. I have tons of free resources and videos just like this over at mattmcwilliams.com. So if you're watching this anywhere other than my website, make sure to head on over there. Got tons of free resources, cheat sheets, and templates for you. Whether you're looking to run an affiliate program or make money as an affiliate, I've got a bunch of stuff over there for you. So I hope to see you over there, and I will see you in the next video.